We are in front of Chateau Gigot in one of the exit roads from Chaillac. Here's the front wall of the property that I'm just filming now, which extends all the way down to that red car. Let's go inside the gates and have a look at the front courtyard. It's about 4:15 in the afternoon, so the light is coming from the west on the front of the house, as you can see. The house dates from the 19th century, and then you have the building to the right, which is 17th century, and then a complex of barns there, which are 17th century as well. In this front courtyard, you've got various spring blossoms, cherry blossom trees just coming into flower now. And just around the corner here, you will see that there is a well with a pump which can be used to water the garden. The drive is circular and leads round to those gates there and out through the stretch of the piece of land to the side of the property that also belongs to the property. So you have a circular driveway. Here's the view of the gates that we've just come in. And you can see the church of the village there. I'm walking now to the left of the property in front of the barns, which are connected to the piece of land to the side, which, if you had a number of guests, would act as additional parking. And here you can see the property on this side has open countryside. The gate there is the connection with the road from this piece of land. But you can see open countryside, and this stretches round the side of the barn that we're going down, and we'll go down to the parkland beyond in a minute. But first of all, I'm going to turn right through the garden door into the walled garden. Here we have a variety of beds with fruit bushes. We have nut trees. There's hazelnut, walnut, there's physalis, there's plums, apples, 6 peach trees on this property. It's a gardener's dream. And right on lawnmowers, that kind of thing. It's a big space, 2 stories. To the side, moving on the side of the property, we have the side of the 17th century side of the house, which is a path that leads round here to this side of the garden, and these parcels of land that are next door. So as you can see, you've got wooded parkland stretching as far as the eye can see, and beyond that, open countryside. There are parcels of land that come with this property, which are to the right, and they are on the cadastral plan. Which we can see here. Moving down here. I'm happy to do a separate video of all of the land, but I'm not going to devote all of the time to it on this video because it really is very extensive. Here's one of the separate parcels of land that come with this property with a cabin as well. It's this one, the subsequent one, and the subsequent one down there. So as you can see, it's a very beautiful wooded parkland. Over the other side, that the current owner is on his ride-on lawnmower. There's a poulerie. There's the back of the walled garden, the back of the house. We're just going to go up there now. I walked up to the rear of the house, so you can see the barn on the left, with the kitchen in that left-hand parcel. 2 sets of double doors that lead to the dining room and the salon, the barn, and we're going to walk up here into the walled garden. where we have fruit and nut trees, hazelnut, walnut, peach trees, apple trees, pear trees, plum trees, fruit bushes. It's a wonderful space for the keen gardener and the keen cook. There's the rear of the barn. And over there you can see the side entrance to the walled garden. Here is the rear terrace, seen from the walled garden, showing the double doors to the salon and the dining room and the windows to the kitchen. The awning, which is used by the current owner to provide a bigger entertainment area out here, and this lovely terrace where you can sit out, work on your laptop, eat dinner, everything. The staircase rising up 2 floors from here. As you can see, it's a tiled floor. And we're going to turn right and firstly go towards the dining room, which is panelled. Very large room with a very large table in it at the moment that seats 12 people, and then there's another table there. You can see the panelling there. Tiled floor again. And from here we're moving over to the kitchen, which, as this has been a property to rent out, is very professionally equipped. So the kitchen is double aspect. It's got windows on both, a door to the garden, a window to the south side of the house. There's the view from the window of the church spire. And as we can see, it's equipped for quite serious catering, which you may want to keep or you might like to change. Lots of room, very spacious room. Another table there. From the kitchen we take this door to the east, which, there's the larder there. And there is also a downstairs toilet in here. From here we take this door, which leads to what was, in former times, the old doctor's surgery. We're coming into this room. You can see the door is open to the front. And it's a very gracious room, currently full of hunting memorabilia and trophies. Large cupboard there, and radiator. Large window with cupboard underneath there, and if I turn round, you will see the room like this. Currently being used by the current owner just to store overflow provisions. Door back to the kitchen, and we go straight ahead. And now we move straight ahead to another downstairs room, which originally would have been the doctor's for the storage of drugs for prescription. A double aspect room. In fact, it's got a door to the side again. Window. There's plenty of space. It's a parquet floor in here. It's got glass you can't see through in the window to that side. Cupboard under the window. There's the floor. Turning round will give you a sense of how big this room is. This markings on the wall here are from an old leak. The roof has been repaired since then, and the owner has a Devi for that work, so that is not anything to worry about. I'm moving across the dining room now. Opposite me is a door to the cellar. I'm not going to do a cellar tour today, but I can add that if people are interested. The cellar is down there. Here we have the front entrance hall from the rear of the hall, and we're going to cross over now and go to the salon here, which again is another parquet room, well appointed panelled room with a large fireplace and wood burning stove in it, and you can see the double doors that lead to the garden there. There is a beautiful ceiling rose and cornices in this room. I'm going to move to the other side of the room so that you can have a better idea here. From the salon, a door leads to a utility room that we're just entering now. It's a little bit dark this afternoon. I can see if I can find the switch. And this is where we find all of the electrical equipment and the heating system. The hot water tank is here. So it's a kind of energy room, really. There's washing machines, etc. here as well. And in the corner there is, which could be separated and updated, next to the washing machine there is a shower and a sink as well. That window looks out onto the walled vegetable garden. Another tank there. And then there's a door to the front there. We're going to continue now through this door here, which leads on to the barn directly. So I've come into the barn. It's very dark because the shutters aren't open today. I've come up that staircase from the utility room, and looking this way above the utility room there's another section to the barn, which is in here. Used presently for storage. Shutters to the front of the property. And going back we can see this large space, currently just used for storage. It has several windows like this. This is the only one open at present, and you can see the view out onto the garden there. So in this barn it's just shutters. In this section it's just shutters rather than actual windows. We're going to go up that staircase now and see the next layer of the barn, the third. I've come up these steps onto the third floor of the barn, and up here the windows are glazed. Here's the roof in very good condition, and it's just one huge open space, so you can see all of the roof there, windows. It's a very, very big space indeed. We're back in the utility room, and I've opened this door here simply to show you one thing, and that is this is where the huge oil tank is at the moment. which has an enormous capacity. We've just been on the floor above, and that is the staircase. I've come out of the utility room door at the front, and going to the front of the barn, I've opened this door so that we can go in and see the workshop area, which is here. That door leads out to the walled garden, and as you can see, a huge garage or workshop area currently used to store an awful lot of stuff. And it extends further to this section again with a door to open to the front. Overwintering plants and shrubs here. A window to the vegetable garden. Lots of storage. I've come in the front door and I'm coming up the staircase to the first floor of the main house, and there is a large entrance landing here with doors off, and if I turn around you can see the staircase continues up to the second floor. First of all, let's have a look at some of the bedrooms. We have this lovely light-filled room with ceiling roses and cornices, parquet floor, radiators with marble tops. Here's the view from the front of the house onto the courtyard below. Here's the room. This room has an attached second bedroom here, which is smaller, currently with 2 beds and a cot. Cornices, beautiful view to the garden from here. Marble top radiator there. This room also has the advantage of a door out into the hallway again. Let's open the bathroom door, and it would be quite possible, because the walls between are, it's possible to do this, to knock through this cupboard so that you could have an ensuite bathroom, because we are in the bathroom now. Moving out into the corridor and out onto the landing. There's a bedroom on this side. Another light-filled room, looks out onto the front. Again, original ceiling rose. This is the delightful room, they all are really. The top of the stairs leads to a corridor off which we can find a small toilet and WC and bidet, which faces out to the garden. follow the corridor along, and there are very big storage cupboards here for the house, for all the linen cupboards. Window to the rear. Again, storage cupboards on this side. And we're moving over the doctor's surgery into the older part of the house. Here we have another bedroom which faces to the front of the property. Well, it's got windows on both sides, to the south and to the west. It has a parquet floor. Because this property has been let out, it is ready to occupy straight away. The decor might need an update or refresh according to your tastes, but it's in very, very good order. Leaving this room, we move to the next bedroom, which is just here. Very light-filled, south-facing room. Moving on, the corridor takes an L turn. There is a bath and shower room here. We turn right opposite this window to the final bedroom, a large room here which has got 4 beds in it at the moment. Again, because it's been let out for groups and families to have big events in. As you can see, there is plenty of space. Another double aspect room. These bedrooms, many of them are double aspect. I've just climbed up the final flight of stairs to the second floor of the house. Stairs curve round very beautifully, and up here on this upper landing we have 3 doors. It's a parquet landing again, with the same railings as the rest of the staircase. Straight ahead we have a light-filled room currently being used as a study. But it could be a bedroom or anything really, which looks directly onto the front courtyard. It's one of the 2 windows to the front that you can see. This would have originally been a chambre de bonne, in other words, a room for the staff working in the house, keeping everything going, fires lit, laundry done, etc. We're going to come out now and turn left, and there we see one of the 2 attics up here, again with the window to the front. Currently in use for storage. This is a very well insulated roof, has a very high energy efficiency rating of B, class energy B. And you can see the stone structure itself. We're going to go now to the other side, the other attic. And again, a well insulated roof. You can see the stones again, Parquet floor again, and another chambre de bonne here, not currently in use, facing the front of the house. The original parquet flooring again. Let's move back and see the rest of the attic, which goes around the corner here to the front of the house. All very clean, dry and sound. There are no issues with the roofs on this property whatsoever. Thank you for coming with me on the tour. I look forward to receiving your further comments.